Yo, this is Tim Hawks, exclusively signed to Revealed, of course. I'm a producer from the Netherlands, and right now we're going to dive into my new track, Ebrius. Let's dive into it. So I have the project file open right now. Let's dive into it.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I know I'm gonna get fucked up tonight.
If you want to have, even though it's a really simple drop, there's a lot of things going on. For instance, if you look into the kick, those are two kicks. Let's take a look at the full bass line. We have a synth shot that is on the first note, and then we have the track, like the bass line going like a static rhythm. And if you listen, it's not colliding with each other. It's just making sure with the volume shaper and the LFO tool, it flows into each other. Sound design is super important, and you need to have the right sound. But after that, you need to have things in mind. You don't need to put in plugins because you think, okay, this is what I learned from Tim Hawks. You need to have a purpose for it, because I can explain every single thing of why I used those kind of sounds, but also use those kind of plugins. So we have this. And what always works is to put in a hi-hat. It's already getting there, but I thought there was something missing. So we put in a little bit more, just a little bit more of another hi-hat to it. It's always about layering stuff with beats. And of course, if you want to have a groove, you always need a clap. And if you can hear closely, there's not a lot of highs in that clap. But it does have body. So I thought, okay, we still need something else in there. And then I found this loop. And this loop, it has that high what the other clap needed. So if you combine everything together, and there's also one other thing that makes the track, and that's this one. It's just a little lake with birds, and it just gives that organic feel to it. Same for this. This sort of FX atmospheric thing. If it doesn't then it doesn't feel right. And it's always about creating the vibe to it, creating the break, the vibe of the whole break. But you can, if you hear those different kind of parts, then it works always together. And if it works together, it always needs to have that purpose. Everything comes together. And the only thing that I added that is new is this one, is this synth. But it works so well. And then you have the full track. And that's about it. That's how I made Ebrius.